Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, across all platforms to Menji Speaks.
Menji speaks, and then he speaks and speaks and speaks and speaks some more.
I may not look like it, but believe it or not, I'm incredibly fluent in Japanese. No, not like that. I'm being serious.
Konnichiwa.
No, like I can speak full sentences and read kanji and all that.
Mr. Spakoro! Uno yo besto wahoo!
こら! いい加減にしろよ, バカ野郎! 日本語の発音! Honestly, while I am quite proud of my accomplishments within the language, I'll admit I am by far not the only Japanese linguist in the world. There are many of us all over the world, and everyone's got their own strengths. Some are very adept at picking up on the grammar, others have a penchant for amassing mountains of vocabulary words. But me, for instance, I decided to focus my attention on perfecting my pronunciation, because nothing irks me quite as much as this.
Okay, konnichiwa. Boku no namae wa Menji desu. Boku no shumi wa anime desu.
We've definitely hit on a very important first point here. Anime no kotoba no mane o suru na! Gonna put it right out on Front Street here. I did this. Don't do this. Learn from my mistakes. Not only is it mostly disrespectful slang Japanese, but you don't learn any of the cultural nuances or proper speaking etiquette. I'm not saying don't try to pick things up if you're watching anime in the proper, read subtitled format. Just don't go straight up impersonating characters you see in them when you meet somebody. This is a quick way to lose all respect and make zero friends. People will definitely think you're weird. If you want something that you can maybe more closely mimic, I would suggest live-action movies or, better yet, dramas. But even then, take heed, for it is a slippery slope. 発音間違えてる言葉! Okay, let's start off simple.
Konnichiwa.
I love Curry, man. Now this is one that people tend to say kinda weird, although I can kinda understand why. At least for native English speakers, the idea of sounds being held for longer than normal is not only, for lack of a better term, foreign, but we honestly go out of our way to make words as quick to pronounce as possible. But this is not pronounced konnichiwa, as I hear a lot of people say. There is a very deliberate N sound placed between the ko and the ni, making you draw out the sound. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. And when I say deliberate, I mean it, as the kon means now and the nichi means day, so they're actually two different words smashed together. The wa is the subject marker, which is something I'll get into in a future video, but all that comes together to basically mean, as for today, ... which has basically come to imply, after many years, as for today, how are you doing? So remember, it's not konnichiwa, it's konnichiwa. Another simple one to fix that I hear all the time is the pronunciation of Japan's capital, Tokyo. Once again, those long sounds come into play. Most Westerners don't use this, which is fine enough, so we basically just end up saying Tokyo. But every now and then, I hear some really weird ones, including Tokyo, or even people trying to overpronounce it like Tokyo. If you want to say it right, it's Tokyo. Tokyo. Speaking of overpronunciation, this word and the one after it have just suffered for years at the hands of bad accents and misinformation, to the point where even the meanings have been altered in the West. The way of the open hand, or karate, has, as we all know, for years been pronounced in the West as karate. Sounds like the name of a cocktail or something. Yeah, 2 karates, please. It also came to generically mean any martial art, even though it is a very specific school of fighting. Once it became known that we've been saying it wrong all this time, some folks took it upon themselves to try and rescue this word from its butchers. But they unfortunately went in the complete opposite direction of overpronouncing it as karate, with an overemphasis on the te. Don't do this, either. It's simply karate. Ah, karate's distant cousin. Where the hell did this come from anyways? First off, it's pronounced sake. Technically osake, but not sake. I'm not sure where this need to change the soft E sound to a hard one came from, but it's super weird. It's not like this ever happens in the English language. Maybe we should start saying makey, like, I want to makey a sandwich. Secondly, I know that when most of you hear the word sake, you immediately think of this. But this is actually called nihonshu, or basically Japanese alcohol. Osake is literally the generic word for alcohol. Beer, wine, hooch, doesn't matter. You even see the kanji for sake on the outside of liquor stores in Japan. This means there's booze inside, yo! So please don't. Anymore. Just don't. Now here's one from my youth, and it is a habit that has continued to this day. Ninja Gaiden. Now I'm gonna quash a really old assumption right now. It is definitely not Ninja the Gaiden. The thing that started this comes from the logo on the box art, which tricks the eyes of Westerners who want to see characters that they recognize. Which is understandable, but what looks like a the, mostly because you want it to look like something, is actually the kanji for Gaiden. Though it does almost look like the artist went out of their way to make it look like a the. With that out of the way, it's definitely not pronounced Gaiden. If this is pronounced Gaia, you should definitely be able to pronounce this as Gaiden. Lightning round! Now I'm about to get very geeky here, but it's Naruto. Naruto, not Naruto. At the very least, can you please say Naruto? Look, I know that this is a loan word from Europe, and over there it is pronounced Ghibli. But in Japan, the famous studio known for Totoro is pronounced Ghibli. You say Ghibli to a Japanese person, and they're not gonna understand what the hell you're trying to say. It's due. But you know what? I've been saying Ryu since I was 12, and I'm not about to stop now. Yes, it's the name of my favorite chili oil, but I don't care. I was born saying Ryu, and I'm gonna die saying Ryu. Thanks so much for watching. Click around on the screen to watch more of my videos and subscribe. Don't worry, I think they pop up towards the end there. If you'd like to support me and the things that I do, you can check out some of my original shirt designs over at shop.spreadshirt.com/animenji. And if you can't get enough of me, you can check out my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/animenji. I'm on there every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and every night's a different theme, so there's a wide variety of stuff that we play. Until then, keep on running and jumping. ぜひ見てください。